The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 76, Nasdaq's off 80, S&P's off 9.5, gold contract up $5.90, trading $18.24 an ounce. You get silver down 10 cents, $23.97 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 31 cents, $44.87 a barrel. Notes and bonds. The 10-year down 3 ticks, trading 137.11. The 30-year off 18 at 172.03. And what's interesting about this, folks, it got slammed yesterday, but on this rollover, on futures rollover, this is how the notes and bonds have been trading. I expect you're going to get a rejection of lower price once again. We'll see how that shakes out. King Dollar gave it up yesterday, had wide price spread, lower with conviction. We're down to 123, 91, 190. I expect King Dollar's going to 88. The euro is at 120. That's going to 130. The yen is at 104.57. That wants to go to 101. And the British pound's at 133. And that baby wants to go to 154. So this is going to get really intriguing in the currency market out here. Tom O'Brien, what's going on? You get your mic off.
Man, lots of action out there. That note market, pretty remarkable. We're approaching 1% yield. We're approaching a 0.7% yield early in November, man. We're at 1%, let alone we're about 5.6% just in August. So quite the move. We'll see if we hit that 1%. We haven't been at 1% since I think like March or April.
No, there's no doubt. It's fast and it's furious. You talk about fast and furious. Let's get to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, as we do each and every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, you want to understand the option market, option strategies, futures, outstanding program, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't test-driven the Thinkorswim platform, about time you did. You're sitting on the website, hit the banner, bring it up. They'll allow you to trade with paper money. You can follow Kevin and his team every trading day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. You know, we were talking about what these markets are doing this morning, and my comment to Oliver Rennick this morning was, with everything that happened in the month of November, the record strength in the overall market, and an update yesterday, it's not really shocking if you inject a little human nature into this market to see stocks hesitating here or pausing or maybe some selling into some of the strength yesterday. Not really the most shocking turn of events that I've ever seen. It's actually fairly predicted, right? That people would sell it, especially, guys, with what Tommy just mentioned, a 10-year yield starting to creep towards 1%.
Right.
And Kevin, are you saying that stocks don't go up every day and that's okay? Is that what I just heard?
Yes, exactly. I do. Exactly.
Seriously, right?
And by the way, guys,
I agree. So
they're not down that much today, right? If it wasn't for Salesforce, this market would be looking, relatively unchanged, actually.
It really, the thing that's amazing, and what Kevin's saying there, folks, this is really like a sideways market today, even though the S&P is down 8. That's kind of like nothing. It's,
right. A 0.25%.
Yeah. So it is certainly intriguing. And how about the bid that Apple got the last couple of days? This thing is really a trip, man. I mean, it's been laying there forever. And all of a sudden, someone's buying it. They're bidding that thing. And, it's flat out here today. Well, it's down 70 cents or something. But
couple pretty aggressive upgrades in Apple. Put a little, and you're right. There might have been some people waiting in the weeds in Apple to see some good news. And that strength, remember, the day that they upgraded Apple, the overall market was soft. And Apple powered through that market. So that's difficult. Remember, because we tell this to our viewers, Apple is in 3 of the 4 major indices.
Yes.
So for that stock to go counter what the indices are going is, that's a big, that's a big job for trading volume to do.
Well, you know what's wild, Kevin, is that so I just converted to Apple yesterday. Right?
You did. I didn't know it was final. Congratulations!
It's final.
Welcome to the universe.
So picture this, right? As I'm doing this, I'm saying to myself, "This is amazing." Now, the reason I'm doing it is that I want to be able to talk with Tommy quicker, and that Apple universe, like you guys, right?
You want group texting?
Yeah, and just the face and all of that. And I'm saying to myself, you know how many people there must be like me out there that will eventually happen to? And then
now, Tommy, you have to join in here. Is there anything more depressing than sending a text to someone and having it come up with the green,
Get that green out of here.
The green.
Get it out of here. I don't want it in my text messages.
What is the green?
No, you're so true, man.
That?
Listen, I struggle, Kevin, where I am in Florida. The coverage is a little spotty, and it's unfortunate when you're sending it because I can't send it over my Wi-Fi on iMessage, right? So I hear you dramatically, man. Pictures, all that stuff. I happen to, unfortunately, where I am in Florida, just not the best coverage, man, and I love those. So there we go. Now my dad's got iMessage, man. We're both on Wi-Fi. We can do anything.
Oh,
so,
it's going to be beautiful.
That's
so,
right.
Hey, hold it. What is the green?
Your texts get a special color when they show up. If you texting Apple users, it's iMessage, which is a beautiful blue.
I see.
And when you text somebody that's on Android, it's a disappointing green.
The text comes up green, like a lime green.
Funny, man.
There you go. Welcome to blue.
But it's now common knowledge, guys, for Apple users to see that green and go, "Oh,
yeah,
you're not in our universe."
Well,
you'll
so
learn.
Funny.
Your phone will be here, and you'll know in no time, man. You'll see it. There you go.
Do you know what's so sick about it? I actually do feel better that I'm going to be in the Apple universe, man. It's so weird, man.
Gotta love that marketing machine. Somehow they make you happy just by spending $1,000 on their phone.
They cover you in a nice warm blanket of Apple products.
Evidently. Do you know what I mean? I woke up this morning, I'm saying, well, it's supposed to come today or tomorrow. Or, I'm saying to myself, okay, man, I'm ready.
Get those ad execs their bonus, man. They're making everybody feel warm and fuzzy as they spend their money in Apple, for sure.
I'll tell you, it's a big day for Apple when you win over Tom O'Brien. I'll tell you that right now.
You know what's so crazy, man, is that when I really look at it, I mean, just like you, Kevin, I like to grasp onto something before I even, so I can get a really understanding even of the equity. And I'm saying to myself, there's going to be a lot of people like me. There's no doubt, because it's a family deal. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's one of these deals that.
Yes.
And it's like, hey, man, what am I doing? Because I watch everyone on the app. It's so freaking quick. I mean, it
is easier if you're surrounded by people in the same ecosystem, for sure. Yeah. Period, yeah.
Unreal. So.
Welcome to the dark side, Tom.
I guess so, man. as long as I can trade, can trade the Thinkorswim platform on it, and I know I can, I'm all set.
And you can.
You can. Listen, I just upgraded the 12 Pro Max. One of the reasons why, man, we're doing a lot more on phones. Everything, including trading, working, period. Yeah.
I use this Thinkorswim on my cell phone all the time. I mean, once you get used to it, it's a no-brainer, man. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. Remember, Tom, probably the most powerful computer that you own right now is the one is your cell phone.
It is. No, exactly.
Those chips, right? Those A14 chips. Yeah. I don't even know they're so far above what I need them for. Exactly. Totally.
Love it. Listen, folks, right here, 45 minutes from now. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials down 80, NASDAQ off 59, S&P's off 8.5. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 60. You got the Nasdaq off 50. S&Ps are off 7.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Dahl. Steve, folks, is the president of TAS Market Profile. Bottom line is that as you come over to our website at TFNN, you are going to see right under featured profile, a TAS profile scanner. Bottom line is that we get a special. Steve has just upgraded this whole system. We're going to have him on to talk about it any second right now. The deal, folks, is that normally this is about $197 a month. You can save $100 a month by subscribing right now. It still comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And just put upgrade in the promotion code, and you are going to be off to the races. Steve Dahl, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening, Tommy? I'm glad to be back, man, in the saddle again, and liking the sound of your voice there.
That's a beautiful thing, man. And we tripping into winter, December. Okay. So let's talk about if you can give the folks, Steve, this program is phenomenal. That's the bottom line. I mean, folks, I know we have a lot of products and all that, but the bottom line is that I use it every day. Tommy uses it. Steve Rhodes uses it. You hear the profiles day and night. The bottom line. So tell us about the program and tell us what you upgraded, and let's go from there.
All right, that sounds good. I've got maybe a slight delay on the audio if I'm a little disconnected
That's
with
cool.
you here,
That's
so
cool.
I'm going to do my best, and I promise we'll be in sync next week. If you look at my screen here, those of you in the Tiger's Den, you can see the familiar TAS profile scanner. And this is a beautiful tool. As you know, it's been around for many years, and you and a lot of the guys over there are using this product every day. It's really built on being a time saver. That's really the construct of why we built this initially for one of our institutional clientele, to save them time kind of sifting through all the noise in the market to identify the biggest market movers likely to emerge not only in the current session ahead, but these sessions that follow. So on the main dashboard here, this allows for some really quick sorting. Like, for instance, at the top left, just by click, 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 click. Again, that could be a couple seconds. You can see there's a lot of bullish candidates here. It's like a sea of green. My glasses are red here, but my it's a sea of green there, given where the market is. But for those of you that are bears, you can do just the same thing to identify across different time frames. Any bears, like for instance,
look at all that green.
These candidates here. You got Baxter, Salesforce.com, Leonard Corp. So it narrowed very quickly, just 4 candidates. And what's really neat about the tool here is when you go into the different chart patterns, let's take Salesforce on a weekly time frame. It just here on the current weekly bar broke down. If you look at my screen in the top right over here,
yes,
breaking down below that key 238.72 level. This thing is not a stock that you want to be a part of, at least from a technical standpoint, based upon the scanner. And again, there's not enough hours in the data to basically filter through these markets. Some of the new features, Tom, I know you want to get into some of those. Up top here, you can see we added a cool new feature that came from our loyal users that said, Steve, we love the tool, but I'm finding great opportunities in stocks that are beyond my price range that I like to trade. So we added up here a slider, which you can see here.
Okay.
If I go back up to the main dashboard here to bring up all the candidates, reset here. There we go. Bring all the candidates. And let's say we want to only look at stocks between, $1 and say $25, $30. Here's the one I got set to 30. Now we've reduced that universe to a smaller, maybe a more tangible, tradable list of markets. And we could still come in here and again find some of those awesome candidates that are bullish, bearish, neutral.
Yes.
Inside the utilities and sorts that we have here. So
that's pretty cool because
really
a lot of these,
we're going to roll this out totally free to current users, and more details on that coming out soon. But for those of you that have been waiting for an opportunity to get into this major time saver, to find opportunities, there's no time better than the present here at TFNN.
Yeah, and you know what is great, Steve, is that of course, we're sitting at all-time highs. And what has happened is that a lot of these small stocks, which happens at all-time highs, that's when they really stop moving. So percentage-wise, there's some real action there. And it's pretty cool that you basically have broken that down. So, because there's plenty of people that, when you're trading, it doesn't matter. It's what's moving the fastest, the quickest. And if it's a lower dollar stock, well, guess what? Your risk intraday is going to be lower also, so. Pretty cool, man.
It is. It's, like as a trader, which, I've been at this, I'm coming up on my 20th year, largely with a focus on commodity and futures. That's my, call it area of expertise, but a lot of that extends into still making smart decisions in equities. As long as things are moving, and they have been moving, as we know this year, it's really been a trader's delight to be in these markets. And, from our standpoint, and I was talking to Tommy this week as well. It's been really awesome to see, companies like ours and yours that are out there doing we've been working from home for a long time and socially distanced and finding opportunities. We're lucky. So it's great to welcome in some folks that are saying, I got more time on my hands now, and I want to learn a new skill. So I want to learn about trading, maybe reeling in some decisions on my own as opposed to relying. So or something.
Can you give the folks, because there's plenty of new listeners out there, if you can give the folks a quick rundown on what a profile is, meaning that, where the trading takes place so they can kind of understand, this is not a black box, folks, okay? There's a methodology behind it, which is really cool. So if you can just give them an update, as to what a profile actually is, Steve.
Absolutely, sure will. 100%. It's important to, of course, embrace market profile as a method before, of course, you can go on to embrace us as a leader in that space. And so market profile, or, as you said, profiles, is essentially identifying where the distribution of volume is occurring. So the best way I like to explain it is, you're all familiar on your charts, probably all your listeners, with having traditional vertical histograms that represent volume. Kind of looks like this, those in the den looking at my fingers. Again, the taller the fingers or the histograms, the more volume that has occurred over that corresponding time period on the price bars. But what market profile does is we take that data, and I know we do a little list here behind the scenes, but we flip it sideways, and that's the big thing. I don't know if I'm pointing the right direction, left or right.
No, you got it right.
We take that volume data and we aggregate it and point it instead of vertically, horizontally. And the reason that's important as a profile trader is that now we're pointing towards, of course, that price scale, which is over here. And now we get to see where the most amount of volume is occurring. And then it's just kind of your typical bell-shaped curve curve for distribution, where we really want to hone in on what we call value areas, where 68.3%, we'll call it 70% of the volume activity is occurring. And we use those levels, Tom, as you know, as really great, reliable support and resistance levels to initiate trades. We break out of those zones, but also put stops on the other side. So they end up being, working in our favor in both ways. And you and I both know if essentially profiles is in, uncertain terms, like the footprint of the institutional footprint in the market where they're trading.
No doubt. And folks, it's very easy to get. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. Bottom line is you're going to get $100 off the first month. It still comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Check it out. Download it right now. Steve, you have a great week, a safe week. We appreciate the update, and we look forward to having you on next Wednesday.
Sounds good, Brent.
Thank you, man. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow down 51, Nasdaq's up 42, S&P's are down 6. We're coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 23, Nasdaq's off 44, S&P's are up 4.5. Market is clawing its way back, and Tom, we got oil out here.
So, we sure do. What do we got going on? I know we get the inventories 10:30 on Wednesdays. Crude just at about $45 right now. And what do we got?
Crude inventories fell 679,000 barrels.
Okay.
Let's
what
see.
Are we looking for? Any,
medium estimate. Oh, look at that. They were looking for a draw of 1.9 million.
Okay. And as has been the case, no huge reaction right out of the bat on crude. We're trading 44.98 right now. We're up 40 cents on the session. These numbers don't drive the volatility like it used to, man. What drives this volatility is the economy opening back up or not.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah. And, you know, the CRM, all right, Salesforce. Let's go to Salesforce, right?
Talk about some volatility here, right?
Volatility, and if you want to see, folks, this is like a classic, man. Fills the gap and takes off like a rocket ship. Gets down to 215, the gap's 218, 218.25. So this is going to be intriguing, man. You know, watching out.
Remarkable. And I happened to listen to that August conference call. Okay. And I don't listen to many conference calls because, you know, the hardcore fundamentals of that is great, you know, but that's not what I'm into. It's very time consuming if you're going to do it for a lot of equities. But we had a trade going on in CRM in the newsletter. I listened to it in August, and I was just awestruck by the numbers, by the way the analysts were even talking about it. And listen, analysts can get caught up in the parade as well, right?
Sure.
But it was numbers, man. So to give it all back is just pretty remarkable, and their growths are huge, man. Now with the market, because I was trying to take a look at, because we had a trade in there as well, a couple actually for the newsletter, was what they were punishing them for so much, right? I mean, part of it is you could say that it's the slowest growth they've had since 2010, I guess. One classification. Where'd they get into here? Here, Salesforce annualized revenue top $20 billion. The forecast for the full year of 21 to 22% growth would represent the company's slowest rate of expansion since 2010. So there you go. So they had 29% growth in the quarter. There's their worry. I heard their CEO, how do you pronounce his last name? I want to say Benoit.
Yeah, it's a French name. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to go from like 21.5 billion, I think, to 25 billion next year. Just strong numbers, man. You know, they're paying the price because they're buying Slack for $27 billion, which is what precipitated this, as in you just went from 266 down to about 240 yesterday on that news alone, and then, you know, jumping down.
What's going to happen there, folks, okay, Salesforce is powerful. That's going to be, they want Slack to go after Microsoft. I mean, that's the bottom line, you know.
Their CEO, and it's just family, he's a bright guy, man. You're not going to spend $27 billion unless he thinks it's going to give them a competitive edge. Maybe it's going to stave off a competitor picking them up in some way, right? Either way, he's positioning that company for the future. The share price plummeting in the near term, but
well, you know it's amazing, right? And you know, folks, you know, we don't know why this happens so dramatically, but when you get a gap like this, so what happens with gaps is this. This is a very large gap. That gap was from 218 going all the way up to 249. That was the low of it. So what I've seen is this: when you get a gap that large and the stock turns, you have to be aware of that gap because somehow, man, it just fills, and it's so weird. But the bottom line is that that's what markets like to do. And you want to
the thing I'll say is I totally agree, man. That was, you know, once it started getting back down to that area, the one thing you could always do is you could always scale a little bit because some of these tech companies, you know, they'll leap a couple times.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean,
you pegged it to the exact end, and that's a great point, just in terms of for your own reference, right? All right, you've come back to this area. You can maybe if you're entering a short-term trade, well, that's a point that now you initiate there. You set your stop somewhere below. So it's just nice to have those areas that you can peg on the chart.
It is the thing that's bizarre, folks. It's very hard to get it straight in your head that it can actually come back that far. If I've learned anything, that is one of the biggest things. But they do. They just.
I totally agree.
It's like so weird, man. It's like, really? You're going to go do that? Yep, you're going to go do it. It's going to go back and test it, and then, basically it can take off again. The gold contract out here, there was a lot of opportunities in gold out here this morning, folks, okay? As Tommy's show was on, the bottom line, they drove gold lower, and as it's going lower, Tommy, I'm cracking up and saying to myself, look at this. The dollar's going lower as gold's going lower. This ain't going to fly, man. And, you're going to see this a lot, folks, okay? That's just how it goes. And It's pretty wild, man. I mean, so gold's up $10 now, but the intraday, I mean, this baby went down to 18.10. Well, actually, no, 18.10 was last night. This went down to 18.18 this morning when you were on. And that's when the dollar was going lower, too. And then it finally says, okay, man, I know I can only get away with this for so long, okay? The gold's going to go up, dollar's going lower. And this break in the dollar is a big break, folks. And if it it looks to me like it's an ABC down also. And the price structure in an ABC down is also around that 88 area. So it'll be a straight line move. You know, that's it. We're done with the going back and forth. We went back and forth from, what is that? That's July, basically until last week, you know. And if that's what you get, you're going to see some big action, man. The euro and the pound really look to me like they really want to go dramatically higher. And as I said yesterday on the show, if you want to go to Europe, folks, go turn in some U.S. dollars right now. You know, it's a great hedge, man. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Change some dollars to euros or dollars to pounds, and the bottom line is that if you go, this is what the cool thing is. If you're actually going there, it's really not even a trade because you're going to go spend money anyway. So this is a way that, you know, the bottom line is that if you're going to spend $5,000, good, go turn $5,000 in so you have $5,000 in euros or $5,000 in pounds, you know. Or what are the countries you're going to?
Yeah.
I think. Can you just talk for a second, Tom? I think I lost you. Yeah, I heard it was a. That's all right.
Oh,
yeah.
There we go. You got me?
I got you.
Perfect.
I got you.
My mic, it's kind of, they don't want to hear me. You know what I was going to say? I was going to say Tesla's down today.
Oh.
And Elon unplugged my mic.
He did,
before
man.
I could get it out, man. I said, because quite the bounce, man. Talk about just volatility. It's just awesome covering this stock to try and see what it's going to do. You know, it did not have any strength in this equity during trading hours since they announced that it was all getting at it as once. You know, you opened yesterday at almost 600. You traded down for almost the entire day. You traded down the whole overnight session, and we finally got a little bounce today. We were down almost 7% at one point. We're down 3.4% now. But I don't think the volatility is over, man. That doesn't mean it's going to tank, but
it isn't.
There's a lot of anxiety is how I was thinking about it today in this equity. I said, man, if you wrote it up, right? Now, it would be awesome to be in this equity on December 21st and know that you have all those people buying in, but do you want to hold it until December 21st?
I know.
That's there's no incentive for the next 2 weeks. That might be the dicey part, man, before then it rebounds. I don't know. There's a lot of scenarios.
There is. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow down 52, Nasdaq's up 41, S&P's down 4.5. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 48. NASDAQ is off 34. S&P is off 3. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestad, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. You can reach Teddy, folks, every trading day at forex-trading-unlock.com. That website is forex-trading-unlock.com. Teddy Cakestad, what's going on, brother?
It's a cold day in Chicago, that's for sure. I wish I was down in Florida with you guys.
We wish you were here too, man. You're going to have to come visit us this winter, man. No doubt. No doubt.
Absolutely.
We could do the show right from here. Perfect. As the dollar's
What a week
crashing.
we've had so far in the dollar, huh?
Yeah. It broke.
Yeah, in a big way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's pretty interesting. You know, Monday was the month end, and it was pretty funny how the dollar got slammed really early right off the bat, and then it reversed gears in a big way. I was looking at Monday as profit taking going on for the month end and balancing and stuff like that. I think that's why we had that little short-term reversal. Obviously, now the dollar is back on its butt again. But I think you have to be very mindful of the divergence that's happening in the marketplace right now. The euro and the Swiss are the ones that have fallen out of bed the most today. They're the ones that have broken out, the euro to the upside, obviously, and the U.S. dollar, Swiss to the downside.
Okay.
The British pound barely spiked a new move high. It struggled all week. It didn't do it on Monday. It barely spiked it, and now it's giving a very big profit-taking break on it on the day right now.
Yeah,
and I think what you're seeing is I'm sorry?
Right near those highs going back to September, too. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Now, remember, the dollar index, the reason it looks so bad is because of the big move in the euro and also the way the pound is riding right below its highs.
Yes.
Okay. Now, that makes the dollar index look extreme. If you look at all your other currencies, though, the Australian dollar is having trouble making new highs. Okay, it's running out of gas. Now, the New Zealand dollar, that's a raging bull. We've been talking about that for weeks, that no matter what the dollar does, the New Zealand dollar is probably going to stay neutral to higher. So that's not anything out of the, it's no surprise. But we have the U.S. dollar yen trade. Now we have gold. That's your baby, right?
Yeah.
That's starting to have a nice little corrective move to the upside. The U.S. dollar yen, now it's trading right in between 104.80 and 103.80. That's kind of like the breakout area, and it's hovering below that 104.80. If dollar weakness is prevailing, I still think you're going to see U.S. dollar yen break out to the upside. Okay, I just do not see it being a bear. You would have to get below 103.80 to really make me look neutral to bearish on that one. Okay.
So here, let me just get that one straight. So, are you saying that the yen is going to go higher, like 105, 106?
I could see it going up to that area.
Okay,
absolutely.
Cool.
I'm not looking for a major move.
No, I just wanted to get it straight. Right. No, I know what you're saying. It's hanging in there. It's battling this area right here. No doubt. Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and I think that has a lot to do with, you can see some of the divergence that's going on in the major markets that affect currency pricing. Now, when the dollar index spiked lower back around November 9th, 10th, okay, it bounced off that for a couple of days, and then it went sideways for a couple of weeks. The bonds, however, they spiked like 2 days lower or later, then they rallied up, and they were holding. They were the ones that led the break here, and now they are not making new move lows while the dollar index is. So when you have divergence between interest rates and the dollar index, okay, that makes me say that obviously there's a play on one of the bigger currencies, which is obviously the euro. The pound is not breaking out to the upside. Okay, so euro strength. Long term, I can see it developing, especially with the Biden presidency. A Biden presidency is bearish the dollar overall. But right now, you have the interest rates because they're not making new lows. Okay, that tells me that we're starting to see the stretch on the U.S. dollar, where overall we may remain bearish, but we could have a big snapback correction. Because if the euro, it could markets come out like they go in. There's been if you look at the slope, especially on a lot of the currencies versus the dollar that are strong, they're very steep. Markets don't go in a straight line. They just don't, So, and we're coming into now that we're done with the balancing for the end of the month, and we're coming into futures rollover, we're coming into the end of the year, we're going to have a lot of volatility, I think. And unless the bonds really start to break and continue going lower, it's going to be hard to be a big dollar bear. You know what I'm saying? Like if all of a sudden the 30-year gets a rally, okay, you're not going to see the dollar continue to fall versus the euro and the pound. It's just not very likely.
No, listen, I can see it. Yesterday even it was a trade because what we're talking, folks, is major divergence. I mean, that's the bottom line. My take is that we are going to 88 in a dollar, but we'll see how that shakes out because it's going to be predicated, no doubt, on those bonds.
And that's also the Yellen trade. See, now you got to realize Monday was the rebalancing because of the end of the month. Then they confirmed that Yellen's going to be the new Treasury Secretary. Now, that's a big deal because everyone that watches the bonds, especially, knows that she's pro-government, pro-big government, government control. And as far as keeping rates down, she's most likely going to raise rates.
You think so? She's been a dove for a long period of time, though.
That was when she was Fed chairman, but under this situation with the reality they're going to refinance the next bailout, and then after that they're going to have to start selling bonds. They're going to have to start raising interest rates. They have to because there's no room.
That's what you're saying.
There's no room. They have to
basically get a demand side of the equation, folks. What Teddy's saying that there's no doubt we're going to sell hundreds of billions of dollars worth of bonds just to stay flat. It's going to be intriguing, man. Particularly Teddy, because the dollar, from the March highs to the lows, it only did a 0.23% retracement. That's very weak, man. So this is going to be intriguing watching this whole baby shake out. But there's a lot of moving parts, man. There's a lot of moving
but the
parts.
interest rates, I think, are going to be key to this whole equation. Now, this is going to pan out over the next couple of months. This is not a daily or weekly trade.
Sure.
But this really is, and this is giving us a big indicator for how the first half of next year will go, though. Where we could be seeing after they have the bailout deal, you're going to see a spike in the bonds, and then I'll tell you what, the big short in bonds and notes is coming, and when that comes, then you're going to see the dollar collapse. That's when you'll see the euro back at 130, 140.
It's intriguing. Like I'm even saying to folks out here this morning, if you're going to Europe next year. The bottom line is nothing wrong with swapping some dollars for euros right now or pounds. And when
now, I bet you it's a good deal.
Yeah, and when I'm saying that, I'm thinking like you're big in the currency market. All these big dudes in the currency market. I can see that we can actually go lower in the dollar because if people start doing that, it's like, okay, man, hold it. That they're hedging their bets here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow. Okay, so
right.
Yeah.
And when people start to travel, too.
Yes.
Dollars are going to get sold off no matter what. It's going to happen, So I think that that's the longer term trade.
Yes.
But like I said, short term, the yen, watch that 104.480 to 103.80, either way, whichever way it goes. That's probably where you see a new trend emerge for at least a week. I'd be very careful being a buyer in the euro US dollar right now at these levels because you're going to see a lot of volatility.
Well, listen, get your bags packed, Get a date down here. We're going to bring you golfing.
January,
Come on down.
after
we'll bring you up to
Christmas.
Bel Air Country Club. We'll do some golfing. You'll have some fun.
Wow. Okay.
Seriously. Come
All
down.
right.
Come down. Get a couple of dates here. Come down for a weekend. Tommy, you and I, we can do the show together, man. It'd be awesome.
That sounds great. That sounds like a good idea. We'll talk about that later.
Perfect.
Thanks.
You have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks for the education, Teddy. Talk to you next Wednesday.
Thank you, guys. See you next week.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that will take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need a stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 61, Nasdaq's off 50, S&Ps are off 4.5. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you are going to see right into featured content. Our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, he is going to be doing a live trading webinar. This is going to be a week from today, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And bottom line, folks, if you really want to basically get into intraday trading, well, this is what you want to go for. The whole day is only $295. Bottom line is that what you get with that, however, is you get his newsletter 24/7 for the whole month. And so anyone that has gone to his webinar all year, right, is going to go for free, right?
That's right. So Larry's, this will be the third one he's done this year of this. If you went to either of the previous two or both of the previous two, anybody who attended the prior two, I believe it was April and maybe August.
Okay.
You're going to get to attend this for free. We're going to email email those people today.
Nice.
You have to do nothing.
Yeah.
The link will be right on your account page. You'll be able to attend a week from today, 9 a.m., nothing to do. You'll be signed up. You'll get an email letting you know that today. I know we've gotten a couple emails already saying, hey, I went to those to one in August. I want to go. You don't have to do anything. You'll be there. The great thing about that for people who are new, who sign up for this one for the first time, is you're going to have a great environment of all these traders in there asking questions, participating, a nice little back and forth for those 5 hours if you attend live. All that included. And of course, if you can't go to the whole thing, 5 hours, you just can, maybe you got kids, whatever it is, it'll all be archived. So you can attend when you can. 5 hours, that'll be archived.
And then you get his newsletter, which is a $97 value
That's
too,
right? That's right. You got it.
So check it out, folks, right? The front page of TFNN. It's going to be next Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Stay right there, folks. We got Think or Swim coming up next. And I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, look at it, folks.